Hello everybody, this is Nature with Illumnix, and today we have a very special video for you because it includes skipping the founding phase of your ant colony. Yes, you may not have to wait for your ant to lay eggs and raise her own first workers. You may be able to skip this phase. How, you may ask? Well, as you can see, I've set up this little capturing device, or just a container that is laced with anti-escape agent around the upper edges. I am gonna try to catch my ant queen, her first set of workers here, by putting this in an ant hive or ant nest, fire ant nest, and then the ants are gonna crawl all over it, and when they touch the inner part of this, they're gonna fall right in here. What's next is something that is part of the nature of the fire ants, is that they are able to accept another queen into the nest if they don't sense that they have a queen of their own. So whenever I deprive the ants of being in their colony for about an hour or two, they will feel like they need to adapt to a new colony or they need a new queen, so they might not kill the queen that I introduced to them. And if this is true, this is gonna be the best video for you beginning ant keepers. Okay, you won't have to wait. I'm just looking for about, I don't know, 30 first workers. If I can get 30 workers in here and then deprive them for 2 hours and they accept the queen that is already laying eggs into their own family, if you want to say that, then we would have successfully skipped the founding phase and we don't need to wait to put them into the formicarium, which is, as you can see, I'm very impatient about that. I really want to see that in action. And I am gonna try to test out this theory so me and you can skip that whole process. Alright, let's go catch some ants, guys. Alright guys, we have found and located an ant nest, a fire ant nest. So now it is time to slightly disturb this nest and put our trap in there and see how many climb up here. And we just need to get a really good reaction from them. Hopefully they climb to the top. There they go. Some are starting to fall to the trap right there, as you can see. Now they are climbing all over it. I just need enough workers to start this colony. About 30 would be very good. That is my goal. I do not want to disturb them too much, although it looks like I may need to disturb them a little bit more. I need a little bit more to climb up there to the top. I need more to climb up to the top, and I need more to slip down. It looks like they're actually reinforcing that. So let me just disturb them a little bit more. Now the soil does seem to be wet, so that may contribute to the fact that they are pouring out slowly, because I'm guessing because the ground is a little bit tougher at the moment. They do have the larva at the top layer, it looks like, so that's why a lot more just came out. Alright guys, it looks like we've caught more than 30 ants and I'm pretty happy about the number. It looks like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, I don't know if 100. Like about definitely 30 or above. Okay, so maybe you can look at it. Let's see if you can see it. Do you see that? And the cool thing about this material is that they can actually slide into like a little ball. I don't know if you see that, how they're cluttered all together right there. But that's actually very helpful whenever I'm gonna try to move them into the formicarium and they cannot get out of there. Okay, so now the waiting game. We wait for about 1 hour or 2, maybe 2 hours, just to be safe. Knowing my impatience, I might do it in an hour. Just depending how they look. If they look like they're still very aggressive, they look like they're still trying to bite at stuff, I'm gonna wait more. But if they look like they settle down, they're no longer trying to bite everything that they can get their jaws on, then I might introduce the queen. And after introducing the queen, we will move them into the formicarium in the safest manner possible. Alright guys, let's wait. Hey guys, welcome back. This is the ants right here. As you can see, they have relatively calmed down, so to speak, as far as ants will ever calm down. And I have the queen, Her Majesty, right in this tube. I am gonna lace the surrounding tube with this anti-escape agent. I'm gonna get it right now, just so the ants don't climb all over it. Okay, I am gonna introduce ants to the habitat by pouring them in there. They have acquired this white powdery stuff all over them, so they can actually slip. They actually form into a ball, and I'm able to just pour them in that habitat like that. So that's that. They're in the formicarium right now. So they have joined the formicarium now. They're in there. The next step is going to be to see if they take a liking to the queen. After, of course, I lace that tube with some anti-escape agent, because I don't want them climbing around the tube and out of the enclosure. That would be bad for me, as they will come and sting me or just be all over my room, and I really don't want my room full of ants. So I have covered it. Now I just have to wait a little bit for it to dry. Alright guys, I am about ready to introduce the queen into these ants and see if they're willing to accept her as their new queen. And if they do, if this is successful, we would have successfully skipped the founding phase. Now just be aware that this queen does have some eggs already being produced, and therefore she might be accepted quite easily. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and settle this tube down like that. We're gonna have it touch the ground like so, and now we just wait. I will give you updates as this progresses into what they do and how they react. Okay, so it looks like they're actually going into the tube where the queen is right now. Okay, it looks like the ants have been made aware that there is a queen ant located right there, and now it looks like they're kind of just swarming into that area. The queen actually has exited the tube, and they are carrying the eggs for her right now. There is a possibility this has actually been successful. They are not attacking the queen. This is a very, very good sign. They are now swarming all around the queen right now, which is actually located right here under the twig. It is hard for you to see, but she is under that twig, and they are swarming around her in a friendly fashion, it looks like. They are not harming her. They are behaving in a fashion that they are protecting her. They are acting erratically because I feel like they know the queen should not be out. They are not harming her at all. I feel like they realize that she is the only queen producing pheromones to detect that she is a queen and the only queen in the area. There is a worker carrying the egg right there. Of course you can't see it, but they are carrying the egg, and they are very caring of them. Actually, they're not harming the eggs, and they are not harming the queen. I feel like this is going to be a successful theory, and if it is, it's going to revolutionize the way people and keep fire ants. And specifically, just keep in mind that these are fire ants. I've never tested it in other species, although it would be a very interesting thing to test. But for the moment, it does in fact appears to be working for fire ants. What we are waiting for now is for them to move her to the safetyness of the nest area. And I will give you an update very soon. You will not skip a frame. Trust me, that is going to be in this video. So just wait for it. Alright guys, I'm pretty much ready to say that this theory has actually been successful. The ants have adapted to their new queen. They have settled into the back area of the nest. As you can see right here, this camera angle covers the entrance of the nest area, and you can see they have accumulated. In the nest area, I am able to see that they have the eggs stored in the back. They have the queen all huddled up in the back as well, and they are starting to do regular ant activity. So that is the good news, guys, that you are now able to skip the founding phase. As far as we know, in fire ant colonies, this is the way to go about it. If you don't want to wait for your queen to lay eggs and to hatch those eggs and to raise those eggs and then wait for her to develop, no, you're gonna be able to jump into a phase where she has enough workers to go collect food and start the colony with a hired squad, if you want to say that. So you basically have hired a lot of workers for her to start her colony in a very quick manner. So kudos to us, we did it, guys. Good theory, tested and confirmed. That's awesome. We did it. It does work, and my ant formicarium is now tilling with life, and I am so excited about it because I'm guessing in a couple of more days, I don't know, I'm gonna guess like 5 days, they're gonna be acting like regular ants in their nest, and I'm gonna be able to capture all their activity, and it's just gonna be awesome. Of course, I'm gonna give you updates on this nest and when I feed them, and I'm gonna include this kind of content in this channel so you guys can enjoy it with me. It is my hobby to admire, in particularly ants, because they're so cool. I tell you what makes them so cool, and I'm sure you guys have experienced that as well, that oh my god, it's just freaking awesome, right? Alright, so I'm gonna try to show you the back of the nest, so maybe you can get a look right there and see where they are. I don't know if you can I don't think you can see that, to be honest, but they're right there. You see them? Not really, right? Well, if I remove the red film, you'll be able to see them better. Let me try to do that just for a tiny bit, just so you can see. There we go. You guys see them, right? Yeah, they're right there, and the queen is in there too and everything. I'm gonna put this red film in there quick before they freak out and move out of the nest area. Can't have that happening. Alright, there you go. My nest is pretty much starting. Let me just put them over here. And I'm so excited about it. Now that you guys know how to skip the founding phase, you don't have to go through a boring process. You can always keep it exciting and moving. And just remember that the queen that I introduced to them did already have eggs laying, so maybe that made them a little bit more friendly. I haven't tested the theory of just introducing a queen that is fertile but not having eggs yet. I haven't tested that theory out. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that theory being tested. Another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that the anti-escape agent that I got in particular, and that I linked in the last episode of Nature with Illumnix, isn't available anymore in the link that I put in the description. So I am going to tell you how you can make it. You basically have to mix baby powder with rubbing alcohol, obviously a little bit more rubbing alcohol than baby powder, and you'll make basically the same material. And then just get a brush, mix it all up, mix it really good, and then just paint like, you know, where you want the anti-escape agent to be. It acts almost the same way. When it dries, it's the same thing. So that's something that I learned in Ants Canada. If you ever watched that channel, that is one of my subscriptions. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. All right, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you in the next episode, guys. Bye.